Alright, thank you for covering, Meat Boy. Back to the game. Okay. This time a charm. What's my high score here anyway? 20 million. That's probably nothing to be proud of. Okay. This is still with the extra cruel playlist, so, oh yeah. If you don't, something I found out, if you don't close the game after ending an endless mode prematurely, you'll get the same pattern. Well, the same first song at least, that's all I've ever checked. After my experience of Frostpunk, I don't want to get too cocky about knowing patterns again. Alright, the pads seem to react a lot better with a firmer input that the shoes offer. Because yeah, anything that makes When You Look At Me give me trouble is cause for great concern. Shoes or not, asks Alphagamo, does the new pad feel better? Depends what you mean by feel. It's not been kind of sanded down with a decade of shuffling. So it almost feels prohibitive to move around on. I think unless I went over it with sandpaper, or play on it for another 5 to 10 years, it's going to remain that way. But for the arrows that I hit, you better believe they're hitting. And something that you might notice, I mean, odds are low, but why not? Whenever I play on the Cobalt Flux pads, when I take my foot off of an arrow, it often triggers the arrow again. If you check the VODs for them, you'll notice that quite a lot if you start seeing it. And that is the cause of so much frustration. Because it treats a hit like any other hit, so it could lead to the wrong part of a combo being triggered, or just general inaccuracy. Alright, shoes on, no big deal so far. Also, I trust everything looks and sounds okay, or as okay as we can manage with DDR. We kind of crossed that bridge, but let's check in the early days here. Alright, so as long as I'm firm with my inputs, no big issues here. That's going to become a big issue if I make it to 50 plus songs, because striking hard takes more energy. We've had Rapture so many times it feels like on Endless Mode. Man, thank God we trialed with barefoot in socks and get a feel for how it's meant to be. I was just about to say, notice how I'm building up the combos easier. So no, don't notice that for a while. Hamster, ever the sadist, is saying that we need a boss song to test the pads with. Yeah, that'll be it for sure. The real test of them. I should test out a few techniques with this pad on easier songs. Like scuffling between two arrows to hit them both for a jump. More galloping. And trying to hit two arrows with one foot at the same time. But there's a bit of everything in this endless playlist, so we'll get our chance. Hopefully before I'm knackered. Trouble is, I've been getting used to playing on DDR Ace, where good does not break your combo. Oh, that would have been far more misses on the last pad. So I mentioned gallops, that's pretty much all this song is. It's exhausting, but save my energy for these parts. These are the gallops here. You do short hops for them. If only I had Yagamoth to teach me how to do this. And a very awkward way of doing it as well, because you gotta cross your legs over a lot. The bigger the legs, the more a crossover means. It's quite important to me how the pad handles those long streams of the same arrows. The pad actually did really well there. It was me that mucked it up. Pyrobox 2000 is saying that they've never once made it through a patrician stream. Well, you're in luck. Port Royale 4 has been announced, so you'll have many more chances to not make it through. I can definitely feel that I'm expending more energy than normal here. I just gotta lighten up a bit, right? The pad, as long as I pay in your shoes, the pad seems fine. You know, Metal Slime, I'm quite convinced that Cal just rubs his nipples to that clip every night. We've been buds for a long time, but I really think he wants me dead. Which is a good kind of friend to have. Oh wait, no, that's not the VOD I'm thinking of. That's the one where I resurrected, right? I was thinking of the one where Cal threw enough bits to prolong the burn by 15 songs. Right, no time for complacency. This song is another trip machine. In my eyes, one of the easiest ones, if not the easiest one. Easier than the original. My favorite is Trip Machine Climax for sure. One, two. 1, 2, 3, go. I tried in the middle there to do a step where I kind of hit and slide to hit both arrows with one foot at the same time. These pads seem less receptive to that, but they seem more receptive to 1 foot, 2 arrows, so it's give and take. Also, this is first day of usage ever. Let's see how they hold up after a few more endless runs. Even a nicely cleaned, busted Cobalt Flux mat was still going strong after 60 songs. Of course, then it was total body failure. So I can do it again. Notice how much easier I rack up the combos on this dance mat. Because all the pad misses on the Cobalt Fluxes. They just took one false trigger in the middle of a few hundred to break a perfectly good combo. Ha! Oh god, where's my towel? Okay, I'll go for it after the Benga Boys here. I don't mind breaking my combo here. This song is known for giving you weird steps. And on Finn is saying something chunky. But you better believe I can't read it in the middle of this. Who knows, maybe the arrows will even get a bit more responsive once the pad has been beaten in. Ah, like a good pair of shoes. Man, I am dominating hillbilly hardcore today. Not only that, but my steps are more accurate than normal. Ah, I had to say it. Woo-wee! Now that's a song you feel on the calves. Because you're bouncing around on your tippy toes the whole time. I need that towel though. Alpha also says, while tagging me, which is the right way to say something to me, he says, don't try reading when it may break your combo. Ah, don't worry about the combos, they're meaningless. The only meaning they have on endless mode is the meaning you attach to them yourself. In every arcade, in every tournament I've ever known, combo has also been meaningless. They're either perfect attacks, where only perfects count, or you get a score, which is 2 times perfect, plus greats and okays. I don't like this song. And I think every time I play it, I remind myself, remember Jake, you don't like Horace the Chorus. But I never remember why. There, for the right down, I did it with 1 foot. Now, Dusty Girl is challenging me for lack of reading comprehension. If you tilt your head just 5 degrees above the chat, you'll see all my personal records for endless mode. And the one for time and boss song, the one for time and songs, it's gonna take a miracle to beat those. I set those back in 2017, and they remain untouched to today. The boss song counter is a bit more feasible, because in one of my recent runs, just a couple weeks ago I think, I actually matched it. I did 5 boss songs. 4 of them were within the, just a few songs of each other. It was really quite cruel. I would like to add highest combo to it, but that would, well, there would be a few problems with that. I can't keep a good track of my combos, because it's kind of bad for me to be counting that number whilst, you know, trying to pay attention to the arrows. Huh, I don't hate Horace the Chorus, it's just terrifically mediocre. Alright, Captain Jack, I'll never let you down, even with my new pads. Hell, especially with my new pads. This is our generation. I will never, ever lose when Captain Jack is on the scene. Even if he's song number 162. I tried to glance over to see my high score. That was a bad idea. But losing certainly isn't on the cards here. Joanna Dark has joined in, saying that this is good for the morning. Well, I am certainly not a DDR morning player. I like to save all my exhaustions for afternoons and evenings. Unrelated to its performance, I have one main concern with the dance mat. It USB connects to the PC, and the USB connector it came with is, what's that, maybe 1.5 meters long? Which does not suffice. I need to get an extension cable for it. I gotta say, these combos are coming so easily compared to before. Let's try and carry this one into the 400s. Even when you have to do the quick drum beats, I don't know what they're called, but the 1, 2, 3s that I have to do very quickly. Feels amazing. Give me a screen for 400, but don't do it in all caps, then you get the band hammer. Man, maybe I'm a better player than I thought. Come on, 500, let's go. Well, that was close, but that looks like 500 to me. Let's Forrest Gump it, 600. Whoa, now. I figured I'd run to the mailbox. Trouble with big combos is the bigger they are, the more painful they are to drop. Not in terms of like life bar or anything, just hurts the soul a bit. Alright, shake that body. All the way to 700, right? $700 combo. I got a glint in my eye for 4 figures. Whew! Let's go. What a great set. Like, I jumped. I had a left-right jump to do. And I jumped whilst on the arrows already. On the Cobalt Fluxes, that would have been an instant combo breaker, because it would trigger the arrows when I jumped due to sticking. It was a risk, but I had to see how well can these arrows hold up. Man, it's like playing on my Cobalt Fluxes the first time I ever got them. A fresh-faced uni student heaving with both bursary and part-time job wages. Whew. And I bought those 2 Cobalt Flux dance mats. $900 combo. Slower songs are harder to maintain combos on, but I know this one. $1,000 combo. You don't just have to hit an arrow to maintain the combo. You gotta hit it accurately, at least a great. Even a good is a combo breaker. Ah! That's fine though. Over 1,000 is unheard of. Didn't even drop it there. Amazing. I'm not denying that it takes more energy to play on this thing. But it's like using more fuel to maintain a warmer home in Frostpunk. With this kind of accuracy, I bet even Waka Laka would be destroyed. Waka Laka is one troublesome stage. Nice. Next up is fixing the heart rate monitor. So far, every time I've looked at it, it's shown 0 BPM. Is it ever working? I don't know, that 155, let me give you a live reading as soon as the song is over. If Rain Man's watching, maybe you can figure it out. Hydration when, says Emily. I got 3 bottles of water right here. Between each song, I usually do one of 3 things. One of 4 things. 1, grab a drink. 2, wipe down with a towel. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, it's necessary for at least seeing. I read the chat, or I limber up a bit. Shake the legs, shake the arms. But I'm overdue that towel because, it burns! Screw it, grab it during the song. Metal Slime remembers the record-breaking song, 160 something songs in a row. I had a lot of things there: water, tomatoes, pickles. I don't think I used dates back then. I think dates might be better than pickles, but pickles are great for like that saltiness that just cuts through everything in the mouth. Speaking of cutting through everything, this is no boss song, but if it was, I wouldn't blink an eye. How's that? Uh-oh. I don't know what the BPM is at, if it can even get a reading, but wow. Night of Fire. How is that not a boss song? Whew. Let's just calm down a bit, okay? Aren't you meant to be cycling today? Those steps are just... Oh, man. Gotta learn to piston those legs. Uh-oh. I refuse to die to Moe. I think this song is called The Bass Drop Babies. I could be making that up entirely. It's been known to happen. But I'm exhausted. I need a restful song now. I hate that. I need to learn that slowdown. It's gonna catch me every time. Until I do. If I was on a massive combo, that would have been painful. I know, this is not Bass Drop Babies, that's something else I'm thinking of. I think. I don't know, it all looks the bloody same. It's not really a fault against the mat, it's just my playstyle not adapting here, but when I want to take it easy, I tend to move a lot softer, so I expend less energy. This mat isn't having so much of that. Okay. I feel like that last long down freeze arrow throws me every time because I think it goes with the lyrics when she says miles, but no, it's the beat before that. That's what happens if you go by your ears and not sight. Sometimes when I'm really tired, I look away from the screen for a second or two, just to kind of close my eyes and rest up a bit. And that means before I do that, I look at the arrows from top to bottom and think what I need to do. It's nowhere near as hard as it sounds, if it even sounds hard. But it's really useful for resting up in my view. I'm not so sure about that, Spam. There's an easy way to sort it for real, though. Well, maybe not easy, but... But you know, Fitbits sell quite a lot of these things. So what was that, combo that I made? 1022? Might be alright to take another stab at it. It's definitely more tiring though to build that combo. It doesn't just happen by accident. 1122. Alright, we got a ways to go. Perfect combos require perfect play. Oh dear. The game goes, I heard you were making combos like I couldn't hear, and it sends Orion at me. Orion is no joke. It's a 9. It's not a boss song, but more like a boss's henchman. Your right hand comes off. Holy moly! Oh my gosh! Eat it! Right at the end. Damn it. You might think, wow, Jake's as tired as he is after a boss song. That's what happens if you go for perfect play on such a hard song. Why do people doubt that I beat Bad As You? Is it because Lucky took 10 hours? And I had to make time for Speed Racer, of course. Nothing like Speed Races to end everyone's evening. It's not exactly a rest song, but close enough. Dusty says, I enjoyed Speed Racer in the end. No, I watched the VOD. I distinctly remember you saying, wow, this is terrible, but I love hearing Jake get slaughtered. Something about his screams of pain being the only enjoyable thing. I mean, embrace it. You're in a place full of monsters. Okay, I ain't going for combos just yet. I need my in real L. In real life health back. Oh no. Breakdown won't help. Okay. A fittingly difficult song to trial out some new technique. Not comfortable enough. Let's go back to basics. I was trying tips and heels, having the heel of my foot on one arrow, the toes on another arrow, and kind of pivoting. Breakdown and I have never really gotten on. It's like a lighter version of cartoon heroes to me. At least my round the world trick there works fine on these pads. Jake. Does Jake have any hands and feet songs? Yes, I do. Of particular note, I Kissed a Girl and I Like It. I think, at least. And, Dawn and Queen of Light. That set of steps just there, 5 seconds ago. It's like the most complex part this song has, but I quite enjoy it. Because you just kind of move through it, you're like you're some kind of wet noodle. Pyrobot 2000 is saying, what theme of Stepmania is he using? I am reusing Vanilla Theme 3.9. And yes, I know that's like a 15-year-old version. I'm still stuck with it, I love it. Okay, I've got my health back. My real life health. Got a whole lot of sweat back as well, so. Moving through it like some kind of wet noodle for 15 years, says Walrus. Well, during my infancy and adolescence, I didn't play with a dance mat on Stepmania. I played it on consoles. I could only use keyboard on the PC because the only dance mats I had were PlayStation 2 dance mats. So for many years, I was playing Stepmania, looking at all these exotic songs. Because European home releases of DDR were pretty awful. In terms of song selection. Hell, they were just awful, full stop. The first PlayStation 2 release came with half the songs of the PS1 release. Half! And yes, thank you, you had Elvis and Kylie Minogue on it, but... quad amputee toddlers could make it through those. However, it's what allows me to appreciate having all these thousands of songs at my disposal. It's easy to just get blind with so much choice. But hardships and droughts can let you really appreciate them. Alright, who feels like building up combos again? 1122. Port Dwarf, he says, hey Jake, how do I contact you? Sorry, I'm just disheartened about that combo that went away well before its time. I mean, Discord's a good way to do it, and DDR Jake 0001. Or you could do what most people do and leave a message on YouTube says, lol, is this the real DDR Jake? That always gets through. Ah, mechty me. Ah, crivens. Alright, so about that combo business. This song is really awkward and won't make it easy. But the best combos are the ones built up. In the face of adversary, but they have to actually be built up. Makes it all the more disheartening to get through that. Whereas that song, Romeo and Juliet, I was saying it's like moving like a wet noodle. This one is more al dente. Need a firmness to get through those gallops and offbeats. Alright. Oh, okay. Utopia then. Let's go. And I mean, hey, you can contact me here and now, but it won't be a private conversation. Unless you're that guy that paid me $10 to play DDR in a kilt. Sorry, I stopped that business a long time ago. Man, this is going smoothly. Not my proudest utopia. That was done in Frostpunk. Ah. Titan is asking, hey, it's been 33 songs, how's the pad holding up? At least I assume that's what he's saying. Every bit as good as the first song, to be honest. The more I play on it, the more I'm kind of feeling it with my feet. And beneath the pads, it is definitely not a plain rectangle meeting another plain rectangle. There's a diamond-shaped contact underneath it. Which could well explain why it wasn't doing so well when I played in barefoot and socks, and doing a lot better with shoes. I feel like I'm Sam Vimes with brains on my feet. Okay. Seduction is hard. Also, this song doesn't mess around. But I don't want to drop this combo. Knowing which foot to lead with after a jump. Ah! I overthought that one and dropped it. And now I got all out of breath for nothing. Okay. Okay, thank goodness seduction's over. It's only an 8, but it's a hefty 8. And Marsh Tackle is right. Focusing on combos drains my real life energy a lot faster. Because normally it's like, okay, I dropped my combo, I missed 3 arrows, whatever. And now I'm focusing, because every single arrow, for several hundred arrows in a row, becomes the most important arrow. And the focus that takes, and the energy you expend, making sure you don't just hit the arrow, but you hit it as accurately as possible. Because remember, hitting the arrow, but hitting it slightly inaccurately, still drops a combo. I don't think I've ever full comboed a boss song though. I think the song that I could most easily full combo out of all the boss songs is Outer Limits. It doesn't really have many tricks and traps. It's pretty fast, which makes accuracy easier. This song does not make accuracy easier because it's really slow. And I'm falling off the pad here. And we got jumps like that. See that jump? Where I had to jump forward left, then forward right. Here it goes again. You have a choice to make there. Will you move both feet or just one? It decides if you pivot or if you do a big committed jump. I far prefer doing the big jump, because then you're moving both feet a small distance rather than 1 foot an extra long distance. Whew! It really wants me to drop this combo. That was inaccurate, but we made it. Ah! I didn't make the ending anyway. Oh well. 3, 2, 1 time. As it always should be. Sneaky Sicko is asking for what makes these pads different from the others. But I'd like to catch my breath. Can anyone else field that one? Something I really love about DDR and other exhausting activities is you find a love for the inane. Like, wow, it feels great to not move. This water is amazing, and boy does it feel good to breathe. The stars. This is a relentless song. Good for combo build. No, I take that back. I forgot about this part, and this part, and this part, and this, and this, and this part, and this part, this part. Ah. It gives you a constant, steady stream of equidistant arrows, and then every so often, like there and here, it throws in a stray arrow that makes you have to move twice as fast just for one beat. I know my health bar looks bad, but I'm just trying to take it easy here. My back is crawling with boss song vibes. I feel like one is close. Huh? When did I add this? Okay, I can't let my guard down here. I feel like this is extra Sugar's doing. Son of a gun, come on then! Ha! What is this, optional boss stage? Oh my god. Well, that was unexpected. I remember now. Somebody gave me that file and said, hey, Dreamcatcher has a DDR song, here you go. And we just slipped it in. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Right. First thing, hold the phone on that timer. So we're not done yet. We are not done yet. I'm going to refill that water and get right back to it. Okay, let's take that break for no longer than necessary. Let's go. And Sicko really wants his answer, but he's just not getting it. Hey, I'll never forget this song. Okay. So Sicko, aside from the fact that the Cobalt Flux mats I used to own are dead and busted after 10 years of bangarang, after abuse, these pads are largely similar. They're still solid, and they still work by completing a very basic electrical circuit when I press down on these. But on the inside, there's a diamond shape. I'm not sure why that's particularly useful. Probably reduces the sticking of the pads a fair bit. Which made it horrible for playing in socks, but great for playing in shoes. Man, I will never, even when I'm old and full of Alzheimer's, forget this song. reviving in time to play this one was, it took something else. So in the unlikely event that we start pushing towards new records, it does, the last 30-something songs I played don't count. Failure is failure around here. Well, those are gallops, not anything else. Okay, I feel surprisingly fresh, even after Dreamcatcher had its filthy way with me. But now I know its steps. At least a little bit, I know what to expect. Especially that part where it froze. So you might wonder, why did Jake die so quickly there? There was a certain beat in the middle of the song, and the person who made the song, or the step chart rather, so made the arrows that come to the screen for it, decided it would be really fun if it had very precise freezes for those beats. And from the few seconds that I could see of it, before the screen faded away, it looked like it was a set of 3 or 4 jumps. Survivable blind if you went in with a lot of health, I guess. I don't think I can do those jumps even if I met them a second time. However, I know to work on health preservation on the run up to it. Also, 101 combo and Frozen Ray. And I broke the combo immediately because I didn't even think to go for the right arrow. It happens. There's a lot that goes into this, right? I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for other players. They play however works for them, but you're not just looking at the top 4 arrows and reacting to what comes close. You've got to read at least half the screen to see what's coming. So I already know that an up arrow has come on the screen, and then I'm ready to hit it. Maybe playing this game is what murdered my eyesight. Maybe the constant sweat pouring on my eyes killed my eyesight. I don't know. There's a lot of culprits. Jake, is Dreamcatcher a boss? I don't know. I think it's an unofficial track, so if it is a boss, I would have to arbitrarily add boss status to it. But I don't think it is. I think it's more that it caught me unaware. It's not that fast, and the steps aren't that complicated. Also, I don't want to say, yeah, it's for sure a boss song, because that's probably my ego talking, like, of course I wouldn't lose to a regular song, it must have been a boss song. So no, my gut feeling is that it is not, but I need to assess it again. Worth remembering, there's no such thing as a boss song, right? It is something I have made up. And the way I assign something as a boss song is if it has an official difficulty rating of 10 or more. There are some songs that have come out after that rating system, or some unofficial songs that don't have official difficulties. So I just have to assign those arbitrarily. But I think I've played enough DDR to do that. By the way, if ever there was a song that can break my combo, It's stoic. There we go. Because it's 1, 2, 3, jump. And I hate those kinds of steps. Whew! I think I only messed up one there. Oh well, plenty more opportunity to mess up here. Okay, another trip machine. Not a boss song. So let's not sweat it too much. And then comes Hamster with the actually. Hang on, I feel like we had this conversation before. Trip start. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not going so hot here, come on. Where was this? Failure has brought me freshness. Okay, something I'm realizing that for whatever reason I'm not doing very well are crossovers, which is a step like this. As the name implies, your legs cross over each other. And for some reason I'm not getting the same reach here. Grabbing a drink during a song is always dangerous, but dehydration is even more dangerous. I think I see why. I need to move my mat to the left. And there's my Fitbit buzzing away, congratulating me on taking 10,000 steps. I have no idea how they're able to track steps, but I'm impressed. The technology is so far that something just attached to the wrist can tell. I remember trying a pedometer like 15, 20 years ago. And man, it was so clunky, you had to attach it to your hip. Okay, this is going quite well. Good old Crypto the Necrodancer bringing me back from the death. Because when I went into the song, I was feeling a bit knackered. And I think we're done with you now. Time for Freedom Towel. Bollocks to Xenon. It beats Xanadu, but there's just no good songs in DDR that begin with X. I'm not really expressing it because I don't want to jinx it, but it feels so good to play without pad misses. I always say you don't lose to pad misses. Pad misses only exacerbate the failure that's already there. But there's always a frustration of hitting an arrow, but the pad just goes, nah. Right, left. Alright, time for the perfect dark song. No alpha. There have not been any boss songs yet. And I'm well aware of the gambler's fallacy. But it certainly feels like after 40-something songs, we're certainly due one. These steps might look confusing, but just imagine that the long green parts aren't even there. Freeze arrows are very generous with their timings. Okay. Alright, dead end, let's do it. This is not a boss song, but it's one of those songs where I say, not a boss song, but even though it's only an 8-footer, right? It's not even a 9. But look at how relentless this is. I think the only reason it's not a 9 is that the steps aren't that complicated. Goddamn jumps. Really though, how in the world is this not a 9? Puts all the 8s to shame. Got all those long, same arrows in a row perfectly. Which is something I could never do on the old pads. Oh, it's profanity. I thought he was gonna say let's rock. Well, that's fine. I don't enforce my profanity rules on others. Jake, what is the precise name of the game I want to buy or download to play this? You want Stepmania 3.9. If you've been looking for Stepmania, you'll probably be getting Stepmania 5, which is quite a bit different aesthetically. I mean, the gameplay's the same, but I like the way this looks. I like the way DDR Ace looks better, but you know, the lyrics make a lot more sense if he's not rocking. Okay, my fan has been on low this whole time. Let's kick it up to high. Hey, it's the motto for my Frostpunk city. Get busy, child, indeed. That snow won't pick itself. Gotta uncover that coal. I don't want to bring too much attention to that combo, but I think we're hitting 300 here. And if we're hitting 300, why not hit 400? Man, it can be real hard to choose which eye to look out of when playing this game. Nice. Not nice. Come on then. Christ, this feels like an egg and spoon race with this combo. Ah! Well, I do, Alpha. I don't know, I can't crawl into your head. Damn, our combo would be so high if I hadn't dropped it there. And there, I suppose. I'll see if I still have my my massive upload of Stepmania and songs live. Hit me up after this is done, and I'll check. Who was it that said, you know, don't wipe off the sweat, it's good for cooling down? Well, it's also good for not being able to see, so what's the compromise? I don't remember this part of this song. Maybe I just closed my ears to it before. Okay, this one has hands. And it's a 9. Alright, bend your mind and bend your body. We'll find out exactly how good this dance mat is with hands. Oh boy! Is that perfect combo? Because I see perfect combo. My fists hurt. Ow. Standing up from all that. Forget the combo. I'm happy with how well that went. You've got to be careful with standing up too quickly. The blood rush is insane. Alright, no rest song for the wicked. There's a guy in chat whose name is a bunch of letters and numbers saying that this has given him the itch for DDR as well. This is a game with so much appeal. And it's often remarked upon by people in the industry. They go, DDR, but you work on grand strategy. I can't imagine less of an overlap between genres. Whereas I'm less surprised. If you're into something niche, chances are you've already got an open mind for different things. One glance at me and nobody would ever guess that I played this. Was that perfect? I think so. Wow, I'd never dreamed of getting a full combo in that song. Oh. I hit that arrow, but not accurately enough. Save your words for when I beat a boss song, Alpha. The game isn't really giving me easy break songs, but it's holding off on the real hard stuff. And that can be dangerous. At least when I beat a boss song early, my body's calibrated to, okay, this is what exhaustion is. Whereas right now, it's just being slowly chipped away at. This is seduction, but a different version of it. A more vocal version. And I am so thirsty, why did I not grab a drink? I've wanted a drink for a few songs now. But Jake, you drink after every song. I'm a thirsty guy. It's every bit as relentless as regular seduction, but it has a slightly less bullcrap in it. I'll take it. I'll take it and run. Uh-oh. Oh no. This song is long, and it never timely ends. Wow, the auto sensor almost didn't kick in there. Alright guys, another theme tune for Frostpunk. Once this song gets its claws in you, it never lets go! Alright, halfway. Just end already! Thank God. A boss song straight after that would be the end of the world. Okay, Sicko. Ask that question again in 2 minutes. I need to... Okay. I'm not dead. I'm just getting my energy back by treating this song like a joke. It's only a 7-footer out of 10. So it's a good candidate to just kind of slowly amble. Focus on getting that heart rate. Well, for one, going. Get the breathing back down. I can't take such liberty with this song Air, but Rihanna was enough. Okay, so the big black thing underneath my dance mat is it's a non-slip pad. I mean, that's not really what it is. I went into some, what do you call it when you sit at home and cut out pieces of card to make makeshift telescopes and pencil holders and crap like that. Home hobby project shop stuff. I bought a big slab of that because I liked how it felt. So with that underneath the dance mat, it makes it far less slippy. And it also protects my wooden floor. Because I'm a pretty house-proud person. I don't want to get dents and scratches in my fun times. This is Bass Drop Babies. Bollocking, 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 bollocks. Alright, let's do it. This song is full of slowdowns and... Alright, come on then. And I never know where they are. Okay, so far so not bad. Someone say perfect combo? I think they did. But That didn't have the freezes I was expecting. Ah! Yipes. I know dropping that combo was a real shame. I wanted it too. Especially when I carried it through bass drop babies. But what'll be more important is surviving for my next drink. The observatious. Oh, no. Not just any boss song, the hardest one I have. Oh, okay. That was a good show, but not today. Wow. Just wow. That is paranoia respect. In all honesty, it really should not be on the endless playlist, but I love having that ever-present threat. That song is so hard. And it leveled me. But the pads were marvelous. That was 100% on me. Why not ether then? The difference is, I have on occasion cleared paranoia respect. I have never cleared ether. Well, that was something else. But we did say 3 boss songs, right? Why did I? How did I even bring up this menu? Okay. Damn, I didn't get to see the end results screen. Huh. 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 Yeah, I did clear it last time. By the skin of my teeth. I can't be satisfied with this. Oh damn, they're slightly different. I know a way to do this. Also, I spy Ladyboy69 in the chat. Back from their dead in service. Okay, Outer Limits. That'll be a good way to gauge Dance Mat versus Boss Song. Although I am pretty knackered, that shouldn't stop me from seeing how good the... Oh god, I'm really knackered. What an awful idea. Start with the most inaccurate first arrow. Yeah! That was so good. I could definitely full combo that. Every single one of those combo breakers were on me. Okay, that's my redemption arc. Phew. Alright, so in summary, these L-TEK pads. A slight theory here. Let's take a step back, because maybe, just maybe, they're fine for socks, but they needed to be hammered in a bit. We'll find out. In the traditional manner. Oh, this is night and day compared to 2 hours ago. I can just imagine somebody joining at this stage in the stream, thinking, who is a scrub? Wow. Not only was that everything hit, 122 out of 129 were absolute perfection. C-Space recommends... Whoa, now. Let's, I'm still a bit thrown after 2 boss songs here. Let's try and keep it together. Okay. C-Space recommends a hazardous material course. Phew! With back is back, right? We've done worse. Zarek says, I just joined and I'm sad to miss the part that broke you. Paranoia Respect breaks a lot of things. Huh. Playing in socks. Oh, sorry, you want to enjoy the song. Kami Lawson. Dutch is such a majestic language. Alright. What a difference. I don't think I'll stick to playing in socks, but I'm happy it works in socks. Oh my! What a beautifully complex tongue. Ah. Whew. Good grief. Quite a tiring song that. It was a long one, meaning it was twice as long as a regular. Still though, 600 greats and perfects to the T. No, I think I should quit while I'm ahead here. I was soundly defeated by Paranoia Respect. It's such a hard song though, and it's really hard to get good for. Up until the last third of the song, it's like, okay, it's fast and tough but doable. That last bit, it just throws these... It's just like they put a bunch of arrows in a blender and poured it out. And that's what you got to deal with. Getting the right footing for it, even to begin with, is... Yeah, well, you saw it, right? Anyway, I'm going to hang up my boots there, and geez, it's after 5 o'clock. I don't think there'll be any more streams today. I would quite like to put my feet up for a bit, so cheers for joining for DDR. And with this, DDR is even more secure for the future. Once it's been through a few endless modes, I'm going to order a second one if it's still holding up, so we can return to doubles. How I'm going to put two of these together for doubles though, I don't know, but I'll figure it out. Right, cheers for joining, and so long.